Do you need a team to successfully build a affiliate blog or a content website? And if so, what does that team look like? In today's video, I'm going to share with you the exact team that I use, my setup, the components of a team, and all the areas that you need to fill if you really want to scale your blog and be hands-off in terms of the owner. I'm also going to give you really smart tips if you want to be hands-on but really have smart people that you outsource the correct parts of the business to. And I'm going to show you why definitely outsourcing specific parts of your business and your affiliate content sites, and why if you don't outsource at least 2 or 3 components of your business, of your affiliate site, then you're probably going to lose time and lose money. Let's get into today's video. It's going to be a good one. So if you're new to the channel, my name is Mo. I run a successful content business and I've also run a successful website management agency. I also joint venture up with high net worth individuals and we successfully grow content sites and affiliate sites and scale those to sell in the mid 6-figure range. So with all the data that I have across my own portfolio, clients' portfolio, and my joint ventures portfolio, I have seen firsthand what a successful team can do. I have at least 60 people working with me now. And I'm going to give you the insights into which parts of the team that you definitely need to build, whether you want to be hands-on or hands-off, and why it really matters to outsource specific parts of your business. So if you're working on your blog on a day-to-day basis, or even if you're doing it part-time, there are specific people that you definitely need to outsource parts of your business to, so parts of your content business or your affiliate website business to. And in today's video, you can unpick and learn from all the mistakes that I've made, also how I've scaled my team up to around 60 members now. And even if you're only able to hire actually 1 or 2 people, well, that's really going to make a big impact for your business moving forward. So there are many components to an affiliate blog and a content business. There's of course content, there are links, there's on-page and off-page SEO and optimizations. There are speed, theme and plugin considerations. There's Core Web Vitals that you need to take into account. There's lots of different components to Google Search Console that you're going to have correctly configured. And there's also diversification of revenue and diversification of traffic, and pretty much 1,000 things that you need to keep up to track and engage with if you really want to successfully grow your affiliate blog. So where is the first place to start? Now, unless you are an actual expert in your niche and you love writing, the first place that I would start is to outsource your content. So initially, you definitely want to, at the very least, be a part of your content writing process. So whether that's actually writing the content yourself, editing the content, maybe even formatting it, but having some type of structure in place where you understand how content writing process works, that's really important, because when you outsource that component, which again, I recommend is your first outsourcing department, that's the first thing you outsource. When you outsource it, you'll be able to direct the correct people in the correct way. And also by going through it firsthand, you understand the tasks that need to be outsourced. Now, there are tons of agencies that you can use to outsource your content to. You can go to really smart freelancer places like Upwork, and you can find really talented experts in your niche. And to be honest, as it currently stands, you probably can just use like some really cool AI tools at the moment, fact check them, proofread them, and integrate some type of AI tool into writing your own content. So I do think outsourcing content should be number 1 on your checklist, unless you just love writing content, that's your thing. Now the second part, and probably number 2 on the list, is going to be backlinks. So that's off-page SEO. Building backlinks is going to be part of any successful blueprint of scaling an actual affiliate and content business. And whether you're of the mindset of just creating content or just creating links, I still think it makes sense to at least have the discussion around outsourcing backlinks, even if you're just going to do it on a small scale. And just so we're super clear, there are kind of 3 main types of backlinks that I would recommend that you build for your affiliate blogs and content sites. Those are going to be guest posts. So you actually do some outreach and offer to guest post on someone else's website, and in exchange, they're going to provide you a link back. Number 2 is going to be niche edits, similar to guest posts, but you kind of minus the guest post element and just ask them to add and place your link into their website for you. Sometimes that can be a small fee. And the third type is going to be Haro or some type of digital PR. So these are kind of higher scale and more authoritative links. And usually these links take a little bit longer, and they generally are quite hard to get as well. So finding an Haro or digital PR service is probably advisable. Now, most people generally don't love to build links. They kind of don't love that part of the SEO game. If you do, fantastic. You can go ahead and build links for your own website. But if not, 100% you want to outsource that. That's going to save you a ton of time, because producing high quality links takes a really long time. So once your budget and your revenue is up to a certain amount, then that will be the second thing that you definitely want to outsource. Now, the third thing that I'd recommend you outsource is your on-page SEO. And when I say on-page SEO, I just mean the technical term of putting the right words in the right places so that your posts rank higher than your competitors in the SERPs, and kind of fulfill Google's structural tests and structural procedures so that they reward your blog by putting it higher up in the SERPs. Now, there are some really cool and free plugins you can use. We use Rank Math, and you can use Yoast as well. And they have really smart ways that you can add the correct words in the correct part of your blog. So for example, your titles need to have keywords. Of course, your keywords need to be on your page. It needs to be in the meta description. It needs to be in the alt text of some of your images, etc., etc. And once you do that correctly, again, your post should have a better chance of outranking your competition. Now, while if you had 10, 15, 20 pages, you probably could do it all yourself. If you have a few hundred or potentially even a few thousand, you're definitely going to have someone do your on-page SEO because it's going to take a lot of time to optimize all those posts. You still need to have internal links, so one link going from one post to another to show Google that it's relevant together. And sometimes even there's small things like schema, so FAQ schema that you're going to have that again just help Google to identify the post and improve your search ranking results. Of course, if you are a whiz at SEO, on technical SEO, you can do that all yourself, but most people won't be kind of an expert in that, so that'll be kind of the third thing that I'd recommend that you outsource. Now, 4 on the list is going to be some type of WordPress developer. As you start to scale your websites, you're going to have lots of small development issues. So think about things going wrong in terms of WordPress plugins or themes. Maybe they're being corrupt. Other small things like images or banners not correctly aligning or the wrong size on specific pages, or even your site going down or being hit by some type of virus. You're going to have some type of WordPress developer on your team, and they are there to fix anything that goes wrong in terms of WordPress. To be honest, you don't technically have to have that person on your team. You probably could just outsource it as you need it. But what I would say is if things do go wrong, which can happen sometimes, especially if your site gets hit by a virus or some type of spam issue, then having that person close to hand will make a big difference. And small things like your hosting account going down, or maybe there being an issue with your name servers. These WordPress guys, they know what they're doing, so they can fix things literally in minutes. It will take you hours. And also there's a lot of stress that happens when your website goes down, and having someone that's ready, you can just pay them and they can get it done, makes a big difference. Now, there are 2 other areas that I recommend you outsource. Again, probably you can do these yourself, especially if you like kind of the data element of growing websites. But I'd also recommend having someone on board just in case, and that is CRO, so conversion rate optimization. And all that means essentially is going onto your page and making sure that the page, the posts, and the images are correctly linked to your affiliate networks or potentially your digital products, and that you have the right colors, the call to actions, and everything else that makes your visitors see your page and actually want to click over to your affiliate or potentially your own product and buy something. So there are people that specialize in CRO, conversion rate optimization. And again, having that person on your team can make a big difference, especially if it's increasing your revenue. And that makes even more sense if your revenue is kind of slightly higher, because 5 to 10% difference will make a big difference if your blog is earning quite a lot of money. Now, those are the main team members that I'd recommend that you need. Again, I wouldn't recommend you do it all yourself. As you can imagine, there's a lot to do. If you can only outsource 2 parts of your entire business, it would be content and links will be the first 2. And the cool thing about content is that you can hire editors, you can hire people that format, you can hire obviously article writers, and they will all contribute towards you taking some step back, regaining some time. And then of course you can take that time and maybe put it towards more important things like keyword research, potentially CRO, or revenue diversification. So finding other affiliate networks or other ways to actually increase your revenue on a day-to-day basis. Now, as I mentioned before, I do have a team of around 60 or so people that work with me, plus project managers that help me and assist me with my own portfolio and my clients' portfolios. So if you have any specific questions, definitely leave those in the comments below. Super happy to answer those. Of course, please subscribe. These videos do take a bit of time to make. Hopefully you enjoyed it and you've got some value, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.